travel the way across the country and over the border for the Portland Timbers this week to a city that fits nicely in Canada but could be mistaken for France. We are in Montreal, where the Impact will host Captain Will Johnson and the Portland Timbers at Stade Saputo. It is Maxi and Legata in the middle of the attack for the Timbers. There was that double substitution an hour and a weekend ago. And so, traded by the Timbers earlier this season, is in the 11. Wonderful to see him there. Jack Mack leads the attack. Whistle is blown and we are underway in Montreal. Appears to have won the job over former Timber, Troy Perkins. Valeri to take, deflected. From our angle, looked like it might nestle into the upper 90. Valeri had his hands on the back of his head. They've drawn a corner kick.
Professional and will enjoy this opportunity, but at the same time, you know, to have that family to say goodbye, it must take a little bit to get over.
Justin Mapp up the far touchline. Low service, not a lot of power. Tissot shoots, scores. Will chase the match.
Well, you see Liam Ridgewell, he goes into it to try and win the challenge initially. That's where that space is. For Daniel Rook, he doesn't get brought out. He tries to stay in between the sticks, knowing that his center half partner, he's caught out. And so Daniel Rook, you just look at him. As he commits, he can't get his feet right. He's cemented to his ground there.
Johnson low, deflected by the wall. Evan Bush reacts beautifully down to his left. And Urruti played that one fully out of bounds before Bush got his hands on it. This goalkeeper from Montreal looks sharp, especially through traffic.
Well, it's a decent hit by Will Johnson. You just wonder the way he's hit it, whether he's banking on the wall jumping, because we've seen that now in recent times.
I was thinking of the first match when I said it was just over a month away. Johnson squared a Nagby. Look at that move. Oh, look at the pass into Urruti. Turns his body, shoots, off the post and scores! All square. The Timbers with an answer. Yes, sir.
It's like a man possessed tonight. You look at his movement in behind the back two of Montreal, that block, the defensive block, he's getting in there time and again, and it's that fake shot, the drop the hits, and Felipe, he's sold. From there it opens things up, and the run by Urruti to come off the center back as he pulls away. You look at that, and already he's getting his body in the position to let that ball roll across his body.
This is when I suppose you're happy and pleased that the regular season runs 34 matches through most of the year. Mapp on the turnover into the feet of McInerney. Chara cleanly takes it away from the new talisman for Montreal. And now Urruti turns and dribbles into some space. Impact gets numbers back. How about Gaston Fernandez with the chest down? It falls to Valeri after Bush got a touch. Valeri's taking down, and that is a penalty for the Portland Timbers.
You see, it's a fantastic ball into the box for Gaston Fernandez, and what a touch, just slightly heavy. I thought Valeri missed his opportunity. I thought that was one for him to try his luck, but that touch takes him wide. And Camara just is sold by Valeri as he comes in to award the penalty. As you see, Valeri, he shapes up as though he's going to strike it.
In 80 minutes, can they do it tonight in 40? Yes, they can! 2-1 Portland. Goal number 6 on the year for Will Johnson. And the man who's heading back to the All-Star game next week.
Well, this captain, he loves pressure. Stepping up, cool as you like. Evan Bush, he does well. He guesses the right way, but there's not many keepers that will stop that shot, stop that strike. You think about the rain coming down too, and how quick that ball is going to skip off the surface.
Footies all over Urruti. O'Rourke strong, and McInerney as well. The outcome in favor of the Impact. About 90 seconds plus stoppage time remaining here in this first half. Combination play, top of the 18, springs Bernier. drops it, and Montreal has evened the score. This time, it is Maxime Tissot. He's off to the corner flag to slide and pose in style.
Well, it all started. It was a chance to win the ball in the midfield by the center back, O'Rourke. He doesn't win it cleanly. And from there, the impact, they've got numbers in. Got numbers up in possession. And Jack Dewsbury, he's brought in close. He's brought to the center of the park with Bernier. It springs him wide to cut it back.
Valeri with a laser. Bush, strong hands.
What a strike that was. Diego Valeri. I think everybody in the stadium thought that he was going to be clipping it in from that distance.
Trescu's going to give him the corner. Marco Di Vaio will be coming on once he loses a ring on his pinky finger there. At the fourth official notice. McInerney just down. Romero could not get it out underneath his feet cleanly enough, and the rushed strike was off frame.
Well, we do see Montreal. They're coming at the Timbers. They're having the best on this portion of the match, and it's the ball in that finds its way to Romano. But you look at the support by O'Rourke. He's in a good enough position. He's linked up with Jack Dewsbury. That Romero, he doesn't have much to shoot at. That's where you think for the Timbers, keep things tight at the back because he got the imagination going forward.
Whoa, my goodness, Bush was well out by the top of the six. And Johnson tried to bend that ball in. I'm pretty sure that was an intentional attempt by Johnson. Bush scrambling back.
I think Will Johnson, he's picked his head up and he's seen that Evan Bush was cheating. That he was already committed towards the cross. The caliber of player that Will Johnson is, may have just seen enough that he could bend that ball in. Evan Bush scrambling. Wow. He thinks he's beat.
Rudy, top of the box, turns, gets it over. Heath Pierce, and a half volley, can't quite stay over it. These guys are wizards on the ball tonight.
Well, I almost thought that Urruti, he could have gone down. If you watch the arm of Pierce, as Urruti takes this touch, Pierce, he's scrambling back, and there's the left arm on Urruti. And he's looking at the referee saying, he's tugging at my shirt.
Camara misses his pass, however. Now it might be time for Gaston Fernandez or Rodney Wallace to take a few touches in an attacking fashion. He'll serve. Out to Valeri from distance. Yes! Diego does it again.
No risk, there's never reward. And you look at Caleb Porter, he's put on Rodney Wallace to get up into the attack, and it's him who sets things going. And Valeri doing well, just a hand back. He doesn't get himself in the box because he recognizes that Timbers players are already in there. And so the Montreal Impact defense, they've been occupied. And that's where Valeri, he springs up on the edge, sniffs out the danger, and puts his foot through it. A man in form, getting the Timbers ahead. He looks as fit now in the 90th minute as he did in the first minute.
Big road victory